When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the crown.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Set. Stay back.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like
the coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the 4-time Pro Bowler and 2010 Comeback Player of the Year, and that's Michael Vick.
One of the most unique players in NFL history. You remember the snappy left-handed throw, the ability to break a play wide open with his legs. Absolutely dynamic, explosive, and rarely ever caught from behind.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Michael Vick, buying time to his left. And an alley to run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown! Michael Vick, 33 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Flacco. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Vick readies to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Vick operating on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's got this down to the 35.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. It's a play fake. Now Vick. This is caught. Clark. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 21 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Score. Philip Lindsay, 78 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Just like that. Just like that.
Play action now. Vick. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. Vick on the bootleg. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
He was simply incredible at finding the end zone during his tenure in the NFL. Holds the NFL single-season touchdown reception record with 23 back in 2007, partner.
Well, you also reminded me that Randy Moss set the rookie record with 17 touchdown grabs all the way back in 1998.
Oh, you remember that season? He felt he had so much to prove to the league.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2. and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Denver ready to get the football back here. Let's look at the season so far for Denver, though, which obviously has not been good, Charles. They're 0-3 after the loss to Green Bay last week. And you think back to last year, this is 7 straight regular season losses now for the Denver Broncos. Not a good trend.
The first 0-3 start since 1999. Remember last year we talked about them missing the playoffs in back-to-back years, which doesn't happen for the Denver Broncos very often. And the offense had 3 turnovers. How about this, though? This is the one that blows me away. This terrific defense. No sacks or interceptions so far in 2019. Von Miller has no sacks. Bradley Chubb has no sacks. Chris Harris doesn't have an interception. These are terrific players. So far, they haven't made a mark yet this year.
To throw again on second down. Flacco, throw left side, complete. That's Lindsey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8. Flacco looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Flacco, and the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 53 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Vick. His throw incomplete. Bo Jackson, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. With that incompletion, we step league-wide for a second. I want to discuss Saquon Barkley's injury. Obviously, that hurts the Giants, who are having a quarterback change. And look, Daniel Jones looked good, but they're going to need Saquon Barkley in that backfield.
In a big way. Not just as a runner, obviously, but his ability to catch the ball in the backfield, make plays in open space. 4 to 8 weeks with a high ankle sprain. Horrible news, not just for the Giants, but how about fantasy football teams? All right, if you got Saquon.
He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Flacco leads to Lindsey on the draw. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First and 10 here for Flacco. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. That's it for the first. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Past the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
McManus now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, he sheds himself free. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out there to start their next drive, Philip Lindsay and the Broncos. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 44 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defense.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just
and all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 35 on second down. Flacco, throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Flacco from midfield. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Willie Brown. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Welcome back now to Denver. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. To throw, Vic. He's going to fire one deep over them. And that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out to his left.
They can't hold it, coach.
A 1-yard run on first down, another yard that gets them into the end zone on second down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the second down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
And Vic's throw there, incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Flacco. Pitch and catch complete to Hireman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Tight off, tight off, tight off, tight off.
So here's Vic following the interception. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And they rattle off a big one. 48 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Well, they're going to throw it here with Vic. Steps away to it and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your...
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. When no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former Bronco, Brian Dawkins. It's a foot race. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. They'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And
this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Flacco. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys
under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Flacco. He'll find Lindsey here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Derek Brooks. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. On second down now, it's Jackson. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. Nice job. Congratulations, defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He's at the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's team
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much, and we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
You know, I'm all about getting points, and if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, Flacco over the middle. He's got Deshaun Hamilton. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Oh, jumping over. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The All-Pro Von Miller there defensively. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. 2nd effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his...
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. first play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
In your face.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Left side here to Sanders. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 57 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And you look at the numbers, not only has he not caught a pass, they haven't targeted him yet, and we're coming up toward halftime.
And you remember our meeting with the coach beforehand? What did he tell us about him? I write his number on my play sheet, and I circle it in bold type because I want to make sure he gets the ball and often.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here's Michael Vick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Passing play, Flacco, and that's incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between. Here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Let's go!
Here comes the defensive unit for the Broncos. They trot back out there. And they have been disruptive in the backfield. And how often when we see this, as we look at some of these highlights, is it just better players getting in there versus scheme that is defeating the offense?
It's a great question, and I think oftentimes we rely on scheme. We fall back and say, well, the scheme broke down rather than giving credit to the players making plays. But when the scheme does break down, you're looking at oftentimes just being overloaded. Too many guys coming from one side or one particular area, then you can actually block them. You know, if there's 2 guys there to block them, they'll bring 3, and that third guy will get through. So when you want to max protect there, meaning getting everyone in, your whole offensive line, your tight end and your running backs, trying to make sure that you're never outnumbered by the defensive guys coming in.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick forced out to his left.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Breaks free again. Fights free yet again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line, and this will remain a 1-score game as the lead holds at 7. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A pass there complete to Sutton. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 9.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Flacco. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Stop your whine.
They'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction. Downfield or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And now running right through it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Welcome back now to Denver. They go play action here on first down as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run on first down with Jackson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Clark, and that takes us from second to third down. From the gun, Vick. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch every... everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. Looking to throw again on second down. Vick, and it's caught. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Flacco and the Broncos now down by 13. A minute 51 on the clock. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. First and 10 here for Flacco. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hamilton. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. To throw again on second down. Flacco, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And some room to work. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. To try again after the sack. Flacco. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Setting to throw, Flacco. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys...
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are our visitors to take over on offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. On the crossing route, complete. It's Moss. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here on
time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She won't bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in.